Hey y'all, welcome to another video, man. I'm just letting y'all know real quick. I made a video last week. Well, technically I made a video today, but I'm recording this Thursday, June 6th, okay? This video will come out Tuesday, June 11th, okay? Letting you know that right now. And, shoot. Woo! Yeah, man, this video will come out June 11th on a Tuesday of next week, because by the time you're watching this video, I'm probably going to be up in Georgia. Not probably, I will be up in Georgia. And no, it's not because I'm going to go see the Falcons. Shit, I was the only one that didn't want to go because of that reason. But, you know, I'm not going to be here by myself. But tell your fathers I said Happy Father's Day. So, yeah. Let me just get right into it now. I want to talk about the NBA Finals. And, man, I'm going to give you, I guess, my guide to the NBA Finals. You know, urinating, how he has the haters guide. It's going to be kind of like that. Where I'm going to talk about both teams, and at the end, I might give my prediction, okay? So, the Mavericks. Next time I gotta be prepared. Alright, but to be honest, I didn't even know I was making this video to like 2 minutes. Because, you know, I was just thinking about stuff. Alright, so right now, game one's gonna be tonight. But for y'all, game one happened, hold on, let me count. For y'all, game one was 5 days ago. Alright, so game one happened 5 days ago, and do I know who won? No, I don't. Game three will be tomorrow. From when this video comes out, game three will be tomorrow night. So yeah, this is gonna be a great series, man. Now I want to talk about Dallas Mavericks first. I'm gonna give you a reason why I think they can win the finals. Let's start off with the obvious. They got Kyrie Irving, man. That man will take you dancing with the monsters. With the angels up in heaven. Luka Doncic, that Serbian kid, that man ain't just a kid. That man is a child abuser. Whenever he gets the ball, make sure your kids are looking the other way, because that man is rated R. R for real. Real evil. I try to make something my fault. But also the Mavericks, I feel like they have good depth. That they can keep up with the Celtics. You know, I think they have good depth. You know, I think they have good big men, right? And they have good defense. That, you know, because last year, the reason why when they traded for Kyrie Irving, but then they failed to make the play-in last year is just because they just didn't have enough around Luka, enough around Kyrie to push them over the top. And yeah, I know the Mavericks can win the series because, you know, the first 2 games have already been played. But I don't know who won the first 2 games. So yeah, Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics. I think the Mavericks have a good defense. You know, they got Derek Lively, who's come up clutch in the playoffs. Let's be honest, right? And then PJ Washington, that man is a dog. As much as I do not like the Dallas Mavericks, that man's a good role player. He's not gonna drop 30 every night. I don't even think he's ever done that. He might have done that like once, I don't know. But yeah, you know, the Mavericks, I will give them this. They're quick to know when they made a mistake. Because when the Celtics signed and traded, it was a sign and trade where the Mavericks picked up Grant Williams, and then they flipped him for PJ Washington. They were able to pick up Daniel Gafford at the trade deadline. And that man, he was hot. There was like a stretch where he had a chance to beat Will Chamberlain's record. I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. But it was basically like most consecutive shots without a miss. And I think he missed the first shot of the game. I'm not sure when he had a chance to break that record. So yeah, I don't think he got the record. I could be wrong. I could be dumb. I don't know. But now I want to flip over to the Boston Celtics side. Look, I'm gonna be rooting. I was rooting for the Celtics since the Pelicans got swept by the Thunder. Ever since my birthday, April 29th, I'm like, go Celtics. Mainly because I have some Irish in my family, and yeah. So, sorry, it's an Easter egg. Let me put that down for a second. Celtics, let's start off. Drew Holiday, great defender. I was watching him against Cleveland. That man was shutting down Donovan Mitchell. That man shut down the entire Pacers offense, for at least the guys that he was guarding. Whether that was Halliburton, whether that was Andrew Nembhard. Yeah, that man can shut almost anybody down. Not even almost. That man can shut anybody down. And then you got Al Horford. That man, he might be aging, right? But he can still give you quality minutes. Derek White. I'm not going to lie. A couple years ago, I hated that man with a passion. Because that man was selling. I was rooting for them to beat the Warriors out of spite. That man had, like, in game one, that man was going crazy. But then the rest of the series, that man was cold. But then he went bald, and then he started balling. No pun intended. Whew. Then, you know what happened after that? Straight dogness. That man came back the last couple seasons, and that man was whooping. But now let's get to the main course. We finished our appetizer. Now let's get the main course in our bodies. And that is Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Boy. If those two go off, it's over. And I want to debunk this narrative. People are saying, oh, the Boston Celtics, they had an easy road to the finals. Did they? They earned the easy road. They earned it. They won 64 games, and they beat like every single team in the league. It's not football, where you only play a certain amount of teams every single year. In basketball, you play every single team, no matter what conference. Yeah, you play a team more, but the teams that you play more is sometimes in your own conference and in your own division. So they beat the teams that they're supposed to beat to get to the situation. So if I hear one word about how this was an easy road, I'm going to lose my mind. Now, for my comment of the video, and I was hesitant to do this because I made like a bunch of stuff without recording video, so I have tons of options. But I chose this one that I just got this morning. This was actually like the first thing I read this morning. After I got off of playing 2K, you know, I opened my YouTube and the first notification I saw was a comment. So I made if you didn't know, this past weekend, you know, I was chilling. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make Madden 24 Sims, and I'm going to let them predict the Saints season, right? They predicted us to go 7-10, but when the Saints played the Broncos, it had the Broncos beating the Saints 27-21. And in my community post, I posted that now we're 3-4 because it had us winning. It had us with a 3-4 record after the Broncos game, and then the Saints lost to Broncos 27-21. And then the comment of the video goes to Ease, as he commented, "Go Broncos." And I'm just gonna tell you, you can say "Go Broncos" now, but you're gonna be the one crying week 7 Thursday Night Football when the Saints beat the Broncos. I think. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they don't. But yeah, Shout out to Ease for. In fact, hold on. I made my predictions already. I'm gonna tell you if I have the Saints beating the Broncos. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna tell you this. Hold on. All right, here's my predictions for this season. Week 1, we beat the Panthers, lose to the Cowboys, beat the Eagles, lose to the Falcons, lose to the Chiefs, beat the Buccaneers. Unfortunately, I actually do have the Broncos beating us. I'm not going to lie. I have the Chargers beating us. I have us splitting with the Panthers, splitting with the Falcons, beating the Browns, losing to the Rams, losing to the Giants, beating the Commanders, losing to the Packers, beating the Raiders, and sweeping the Buccaneers. And then, so I have us finishing 8-9. But hold up. You think that, okay, we're missing the playoffs again? No, I actually have us getting the 6th seed in the NFC. I have us getting the 6th seed. And in the NFC wildcard game, we're at the 3 seed 49ers. I have us beating the 49ers, actually. I think Clint Kubiak, he's going to know the 49ers system. And then the NFC division round, I have us traveling to the 5-seeded Commanders, where I have them beating us to end our season. So I think the season for the Saints, we go 8-9, second in the NFC South behind the Panthers. Because, hear me out, I think the Panthers actually improved, as much as we don't want to admit that, because they just won 2 games. I think they could go 9-8, which I have them going. So yeah, then I have the Saints going 8-9. For the division, Panthers 9-8, Saints 8-9, Buccaneers 7-10, and Falcons 6-11. Cry me a river. That's gonna end the video, folks. I'll be back to recording up-to-date videos this weekend on. But who that?